First step basically is taking the caliper off. So I'm going to go on the back side and remove the studs connecting. I believe they are 19. So they're 19 mil. Connecting the rotor. The bottom one is obviously very accessible. The top one will need a extension. Now, it's not ready to come out. I'm gonna take this bolt off from my brake line, and that is 14, 12, 10. That is a 12 millimeter. Essentially, this gives me two things. It gives me slack on my brake line, and it gives me a rotor removal tool in this bolt. So I'm going to take the studs off. Okay. So, I've just got the caliper itself set down on the bottom there. Now I'll look on the rotor. So this is 12 mil. So, there's these two holes on the sides of the rotor. What those are for are basically to help you remove the rotor. So I insert the bolt that I took from the line here. And put those in. Give those a whirl. For whatever reason, they ain't coming. Oh, that's enough. how you brute force a fucking rotor off. That should never have had to happen. Okay, so onto the studs. Now let's hope that those work out in our favor. In my favor. Studs out of the package. Now just hammer these. One. Two. Three. Four. 5. Comparing the Subaru to the ARP studs, pretty much identical. So at the point I would just I'm going to obviously pull into place later on once I get the loader back on. Before I do that, carefully. I am going to white brush the surface. Okay. White brush be on. Safety glasses on. Let's give her. Consider that very nice. Put my stud back in. Curious to do a weigh-in. Okay, DBA rotor. $18.6. Brembo rotor. $22.4. Big weight difference. Sure, needles don't go anywhere. Good. So, basically now, I'm going to do the same thing on the passenger side. Okay, just in the rear now. I'm going to take the calipers off. So, caliper to the hub, two 14mm bolts. And that should be able to be enough to break these loose.
Okay, caliper above. I think that will rest there now. Okay, now I should do it. Just tap this. I will use my 12 bolts in front.
You can already hear it pop, and boom, it's out. Done. So what we will want to be reusing is this black grommet inside here. Done. That's set on the side. Now I'm going to hammer out all the studs in the back and put my ARP ones on, like the front. Okay, hammer time.
So,
The best point to get the studs out is definitely at the front here. It kind of opens up between the calipers here. The back is a little more shallow, but it's nice and deeper towards the front here to get the studs out for the rear. So, front of the car. There. Okay, and then to get the new ones in, I'm assuming putting them in the same orientation would work best. For that, I'm gonna wire brush my hub. Okay, it's still just at the back. What I'm trying to do is roll this lip My top here seems to be good. It's just the bottom portion. Okay. Test fit number 2. That is some pro install work, people. In and done. Okay, there's the finished product. Again, there's no left or right. Orientation for the rotor. The rotor's on. All it took was some nice bending work to get that lip just sort of compressed and pushed back a little bit. I'm gonna even this up a little bit. It's a little hatchy right now, but that works very nicely. Now I'm gonna do the same thing on the other side. Okay, just gonna get some weight differences. So these are my aftermarket WRX rotors, 11 pounds. And these are my new DBA STI Rotors 16.4. So a little bit of a difference there, but hopefully that results in better stopping force because of a ventilated disc. So you'll notice the ventilated disc versus just a solid disc. The overall circumference is much larger on the rear than on the OEM. So I'm quite a bit happier to have a little bit more weight, but to be getting that back in performance aspect on the rear. Alright, time to get these wheel studs in and then bleed the system. So, to do that, what I like to do is have two studs or lugs pulled and tightened against the hub. And when I'm inserting these, I'm pulling back and screwing down at the same time. So I have a special tool, which is just a spacer with a bearing in the back for putting wheel studs on. Before that, I need to just fasten them a little bit so that they have a little bit of resistance.
There. Then I'll fasten this one. There. Then I'll fasten this one. There. Now I'll do the same for these two. Bring them in. This one. Look, this is not. Okay.
Latched. Now I'll put that in, and I'm going on my lowest torque setting on my impact, and then you just give her. Stop spinning. That's how you know it's seated properly. Now, same as you're putting on the wheels and the lug nuts for the wheels, go cross pattern, star pattern, I should say. So all my wheel studs are done. Now it's time for bleeding the brakes. So at the back of the car again, I wanted to take off the rotor just to double check and see how the ARP studs went in, and you can see they are fully inserted in. You can even notice the flat clearance piece for the ARP stud is pulled all the way through. So how I had actually pulled them through by using the light setting on the impact and slowly getting the spacer, and then the spacer just stopped. That's basically when I knew that the insert and that the little tangs on there were in and seated properly into the hub. So ARP studs are a check.